is there any brief way that you can explain your gripes with the CPP right now?
I'll try to make it as brief as possible. So the first thing I want to say is to preface this by saying CPP is not running out of money. They do good actuarial work where they kind of do accounting projections far into the future to make sure that the fund is going to be sustainable in terms of taking in premiums and paying out benefits in retirement. Now, the thing is, but when they set this up in the 1990s, when they switched from a pay-as-you-go plan to a funded plan, what they did was they made very conservative assumptions on investment returns. So it's not that hard to invest the money and get the return they need to keep the plan sustainable. The gripe I have with CPP Investments, which is different from CPP, CPP kind of takes in your premiums that you pay from your paycheck. They pay you out money in retirement. In between, there's this fund of money that we built up, which is hundreds of billions of dollars now. And the investment of that fund is managed by CPP Investments. And in 2006, they switched from a passive investment strategy where you just kind of say, I want this much equity, I want this much bonds. We're just going to invest it in the whole market and just do a very low cost strategy. They switched that to an active management strategy where you have a bunch of investment managers who, pick and choose investments, who are constantly tweaking the portfolio, making these strategic adjustments. And when they set this up at the time, they said the benefit of this was going to be higher returns, right? So over the past 19-ish years, they have hired about 2,000 people. I think it's 2,125, opened multiple international offices. They spend well over $1 billion every year on internal payroll and billions more on external managers. And they are underperforming their own benchmark. And this is not like some random stock benchmark. It's both it's a passive portfolio that they created to say, like, we're going to compare ourselves against this to prove that we're doing a good job. And they even use it as their risk target as well. So they're not using a lower risk strategy. And so in the aggregate over these 19 years, they get about 0.2% lower returns on average. But over that amount of time for a fund that size, that adds up to tens of billions of
Well,
dollars.
that's tens of
So
billions of dollars in bonuses and wages and other costs that otherwise would never have been there.